Welcome to Sci-Five, the show where we talk about 5 scientific and technological innovations that happened this week. I'm Chris Shea Kirk, and this week we'll be talking about supernova on the visible spectrum and more. Researchers at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine have been able to integrate Cas9 into RNA directly. The CRISPR-Cas9 protein-DNA pair is a gene editing tool that scientists have recently been able to discover and implement. Under normal circumstances, CRISPR-Cas9 is used to replace chunks of DNA with newly spliced chunks of RNA in order to manipulate the current genome. In this new study, scientists have been able to directly manipulate the RNA without having to go into the nucleus of the cell and affect the protein created directly. The new process hopes to study and understand how the RNA can be misprinted outside of the nucleus, allowing scientists to see the action in real time. Since its invention in 1868, the traffic light has been a massive hassle. Its first operator, a policeman, was killed by the gas-operated stop sign by an explosion. Today, there are hundreds of thousands of traffic signals around the world, costing thousands in installation, repair, and electrical costs. Wouldn't it just be easier if there weren't any more traffic signals? A team at MIT couldn't agree more. With the imminent rise of automated vehicles coming into fruition, the team is hoping to design a slot-based driving system that could replace all traffic lights. As opposed to waiting at a stop sign for minutes at a time, the new system hopes to implement a tracking system allowing cars to adjust their speed slightly as to not intersect with other vehicles when going across the intersection. I personally would love to get from point A to point B without having to take abrupt stops or waste gas at an intersection. After 3 years of searching, the Kepler Space Telescope has finally discovered direct evidence of an exploding supernova. This is not to say we haven't seen the evidence or the aftermath of an explosion from a supernova, but this is the first time the 1.2 billion light-year away star has been seen directly exploding in the visible light spectrum and recorded. Data confirms that this was a Type II supernova and that the explosion lasted nearly 20 minutes. Through this new observation, scientists have concluded their old theory that gas clouds obscure the vision of the star after the explosion. With this data, we'll get a much better understanding of the natural star life cycle and more. A new article published in Natural Communications came out this week, talking about an improvement in the field of superconducting. A superconductive material is an object that has zero resistance to the current of electricity. Superconductive materials require exotic components and extremely cold temperatures in order to keep their magnetic status. Along with being incredibly impressive magnets, superconductive material has been required in the past to do quantum computing. The University of Maryland at College Park proposes replacing the expensive superconductive components of quantum computers with semiconductive components. With the new understanding of semiconductive properties capable of mimicking superconductive properties, scientists may finally be able to mass produce quantum computers. And now for our most exciting segment, watching paint dry! No, seriously, we're watching paint dry. Drying paints, inks, and other liquid-to-solid based evaporation systems are extremely important in the process of making liquid crystal displays and other screens for our computers. Scientists have found that by manipulating the particle size throughout the process of drying can have massive implications on the size and efficiency of these type of screens, potentially making screens thousands of times thinner. That's all for this week, and we'll see you next time on Sci-Five.